Okay, so open your books on page 28. Page 28.
Okay.
We're going to practice the conversation first, and then we're going to practice the causative. The causative. The causative is very simple, but we need to practice that. Okay, so let's go for the conversation first. Okay, conversation model. Read and listen to someone asking for a favor. So pay attention, please.
Read and listen to someone asking for a favor.
Do you think I could borrow your car this afternoon? Mine's at the repair shop and I need to pick up my mom at the airport.
Gee, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need it. I have a doctor's appointment.
No problem. I'll think of something.
Hey, I have an idea. Maybe you could get Jack to lend you his car.
Good idea. I'll go ask him.
Oh my God, it's very cold. Okay. So that's that, no? I mean, that's the way you ask a favor, and in this case, you are rejecting a favor. Remember that when you answer yes, it's a different story, no? When you answer yes, you can say, yeah, sure, no problem. Go ahead, take it, or whatever, no? In this case, the person is rejecting the favor, no? Okay, so there's other ways to indicate acceptance. In the case of the conversation, we have no problem. But you can say, I understand. You can say, no worries, or you can say, don't worry about it. Okay, those are the other ways you can indicate acceptance. But let's listen to these expressions.
Listen and repeat.
No problem.
Nope.
I understand. No worries. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so those are the other ways that you have to indicate acceptance. Yes? Any questions, guys? No questions? No? All right, let's listen to the conversation one more time.
Read and listen to someone asking for a favor.
Do you think I could borrow your car this afternoon?
Sorry, that's not the
Mine's
one.
at the repair shop and I...
Listen again and repeat. Then practice the conversation model with a partner.
Do you think I could borrow your car this afternoon? Mine's at the repair shop and I need to pick up my mom at the airport.
Gee, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need it. I have a doctor's appointment.
No problem. I'll think of something.
Hey, I have an idea. Maybe you could get Jack to lend you his car.
Good idea. I'll go ask him.
Okay? Yes? Very good. All right. Excellent. Now, no questions with vocabulary or something? No? Anything? No?
Yeah. What does it mean when she said, oh, I could borrow?
Do you think I could borrow your car this afternoon?
Yeah.
Borrow is pedir prestado.
Okay.
Lend es prestar, borrow es pedir prestado.
To lend. Okay. To lend you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, when you say, I can lend you my car, that it comes from me to you.
Yeah.
But when you say, can I borrow, that means it's from you to me.
Okay. Yeah.
All right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Another question? Something? Nope? All right. Okay, so let's forget the book about a little bit. And I am going to explain to you the causative. Okay, we can use the causative in different forms.
Creo que me acerco a la luz.
Ah, come on.
Come on, Ali.
Es que no vi nada más que blanco.
Ah, okay. All right, don't worry. Okay, the causative.
Payasita.
Causative. Okay, what is the causative? The causative means, or is a structure we use in English to indicate that something, that someone does something for us. Okay, that means that sometimes we can ask somebody to do a favor for us, or we pay for a service to somebody to do it for us. Okay, there are many ways we can use the causative. I am going to explain you the most common, but then I am going to explain to you using an internet page that I found. Okay, so basically something like this. We can use the causative with two verbs. We can use get, or we can use have. Those are the most common verbs we can use with causatives. For example, sorry. For example, in this case, I am talking about future. You can use the causative in any tense. It can be future, it can be past, it can be present. Any structure you can use with causatives. Okay, for example, I'll have the painter to paint my house. That is one form. I'll have the painter to paint my house. In this case, I am using an infinitive form, to paint. Okay?
Okay.
As you can see, the structure is very simple. You need to have first the causative. This is the causative. The first part of the sentence is the causative. Okay? For example, in this case, I'll have. And then you need to use a subject. I mean, the subject that receives the action. In this case, the painter. Okay, and then the action. No, to paint. That is the action, and then the object that is going to receive the action. In this case, my house. Okay, so basically those are the. Hey, hello, Altair. Now you're here. Okay, very good. So I have the painter to paint my house. Okay?
Okay.
That means that I am going to pay this person to do a service to me. It's not a favor. It's something that I'm going to pay. Okay, another example. This is another example in which I eliminate the infinitive. She had her friend cut her hair. Okay? In this case, I eliminate the infinitive. The infinitive can be used or eliminated. It depends on the situation. Okay? She had her friend cut her hair. In this case, we can interpret this as a favor because you are not going to pay for the service. You can interpret it as a favor. She had her friend cut her hair. All right? Now, we can do the same idea. We can have the same idea, but we get. For example, they'll get their car tuned for their trip. This is one form. They'll get their car tuned for their trip.
¿Qué quiere decir tuned en este caso?
Tuneado.
Afinado, afinar.
Así tuneado como el
Ándale, exactamente.
Toretto o algo así.
Ándale. Ya, tunear o tuneado se entiende, bueno, cuando te hacen un servicio para que esté afinado tu coche,
Ah,
o, por ejemplo, en el caso de las películas de Fast and Furious, se refiere a tunear en el sentido de que lo embelleces, ¿no?
Ajá.
Pero depende mucho del concepto o de cómo tú lo quieras interpretar.
Este es como recién del servicio.
Exacto,
Supongo.
no, en este caso es afinar. En este caso es afinar.
Ok.
En el caso de mi ejemplo, es afinar. They'll get their car tuned for their trip. Okay, in this case, in this example, I am not mentioning the person who is going to do the service. Okay? When you don't mention the person who is going to do the service, we use passive voice because this sentence is in passive voice. Okay? But if you're going to mention the person who is going to make the action, then you use infinitive. Come on. For example, you got your mother to prepare pozole for us. In this case, because I have mentioned your mother, then I use infinitive. Okay? If you look at the first example, I am not mentioned who is going to make the action. They'll get their car tuned for the trip. I don't mention the mechanic, let's say it like that. No? I am not mentioning the mechanic. But in the second sentence, I use your mother, so I have to use infinitive. Your mother to prepare pozole for us. That is the difference between one example and the other. The same happens here. I'll have the painter to paint my house. I have the painter. She had her friend cut her hair is because we can use infinitive or no infinitive. But I can use infinitive here and no problem. Or I can eliminate two here and no problem. Okay? But that is when I use have. When I use get, that's a different story.
Teacher, entonces, you got your mother. ¿Cómo se interpreta eso?
Como conseguiste, ¿no? Que nos preparara pozole, ¿no?
Ya, exactamente.
Algo así, ¿no?
Conseguiste o convenciste, yes.
okay.
Acuérdense que en algunas ocasiones, sobre todo, por ejemplo, en los verbos como get, o sea, la traducción literal de get como verbo es obtener o conseguir, como tal. Ajá. Pero algunas veces, debido a la forma en que nosotros utilizamos la estructura en español, algunas veces cuando traducimos, la traducción no es lo más correcta o lo más acertada posible. Si ustedes tratan de traducir la primera oración de get, they'll get their car tuned for their trip, no vamos a tener una traducción, pues, ¿cómo le podríamos llamar? 100% correcta. ¿Por qué? Porque, por ejemplo, si tratamos de traducir they'll get al español, sería decir, ellos conseguirán, y luego decir, y si después traducimos their car tuned for their trip, ellos conseguirán su coche afinado para su viaje, pues como que no suena bien. Nosotros en español lo diríamos como, van a llevar a afinar su coche. O van a afinar su coche. Nosotros lo diríamos así en español.
Vale, tuneo su nave.
Exactamente, van a tunear su nave. Pero si tratamos de traducir la palabra por palabra o tratamos de traducirla como nosotros la entendemos de inglés a español, sí vamos a tener ahí un poquito de problemas porque no va a ser la traducción literal. Pero get como tal se traduce como conseguir u obtener. Esa es la traducción de get. Ajá. Por ejemplo, si ustedes dicen, I'll get you a sandwich, lo que están diciendo es te conseguiré un sándwich. I'll get you a sandwich. Pero ahí no estamos utilizando el get con ninguna otra cosa más que con el como puro verbo. Pero aquí ya lo estamos utilizando de otra forma, de otra manera. All right? Okay, but anyway. So we use get and have when we want somebody to do something for us. Either a favor or we pay for that service. That's the idea. That's the basic idea of the causative. When you ask somebody to do something for you. Now, I am going to close this a little bit. And I'm going to open this. Okay. Okay. Can you see this? Yes? Okay, it says, let me make it a little bit bigger. You can see it better. Okay, there you go. It says, we use the causative in English to say that we have arranged for someone to do something for us. For example, he had his jacket cleaned. Okay, he had his jacket cleaned. He didn't clean it himself. That means that somebody else did it for him. Now, as you can see in this example, we are using the causative with passive voice because this is passive voice. Okay? It says the causative is formed with have plus an object plus past participle. The past participle has a passive meaning. That's what I was explaining you before. He had his jacket cleaned. Okay? Why? Because I am not mentioned the person who is doing the action. Okay?
Podría ser in the laundry o no sé.
O la persona que vaya a hacer la acción. Por ejemplo, he had his wife to clean his jacket. ¿Sí me explicó?
He had his wife.
To clean his jacket.
Con el
O
infinitivo.
podemos decir, he had his wife clean his jacket y eliminamos el infinitivo y no pasa nada, no hay ningún problema. Pero como estoy yo mencionando a la persona que va a hacer la acción, entonces ya no utilizo la voz pasiva, sino utilizo el infinitivo. ¿Ok?
Sí.
Si no vamos a mencionar quién va a realizar la acción, entonces sí utilizamos el pasivo, la voz pasiva. All right? Si tienen alguna duda, lo revisamos, ¿eh?
Yes,
Questions?
what does arranged?
¿Mandé?
What does arranged means?
Arranged.
Arranged.
Arreglar. Cuando concertar, por ejemplo, cuando conciertas una cita, eso es arranged. O arrange. Arreglar o concertar, ¿no? Por ejemplo, cuando dices, I am going to arrange my friend's party. That means that you are going to do everything. You are going to check the food, you are going to check the drinks.
Like a wedding planner.
¿Ay? What?
No, nada.
Okay. But that is arrange.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Questions and negations of the verb have are formed with do, does, or did in the past simple. For example, did you have your camera fixed? Okay. Did you have your camera fixed?
Did
Sigue
you
siendo
have-
voz pasiva.
Sí, porque pregunta si su cámara está compuesta, ¿no? Arreglada, ¿no?
No, estás preguntando si ya mandó a arreglar su cámara.
Ajá, sí.
Ujú,
Sí,
exactamente.
ya mandaste.
Ahora, vuelvo a lo mismo. Si preguntáramos con una persona, entonces ya no sería fixed. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, podemos decir, Did you have your brother fix your camera?
Sí. Cambia, ya no es passive voice.
Exactamente, porque ya estoy utilizando un sujeto. Ya no puedo utilizar.
Brother.
Exactamente. We also use have something done to talk about an unpleasant experience. Peter had his phone stolen last night. Okay? Peter had his phone stolen last night. Okay? In this case, it's not possible to use infinitive because of the concept of the sentence. Okay? Porque no podemos decir, Peter had his friend steal his phone last night. Ahí no podemos decir eso.
A menos de que sepa que sí fue su amigo.
Podemos decir un ladrón. Por ejemplo, Peter had a thief steal his phone last night. Ahí sí podría ser, pero aún así suena un poquito medio raro. Okay? In informal conversations, we can use get instead of have. She's getting her hair done again, for example. Okay? O podemos decir, she's getting her friend Lolita to do her hair again, por ejemplo. En ese caso sí utilizamos el infinitivo. Cuando, acuérdense, cuando vamos a utilizar el nombre de la persona que va a realizar la acción, utilizamos infinitivo. Si no, passive voice. It is important to have the correct word order. John had his car repaired. It's very different to John had repaired his car. In the first sentence, John arranged for someone else to repair his car. In the second sentence, he did it himself.
Okay.
So it's very important to use the correct form, the correct word form, or the correct word.
¿Nos puede mandar la liga de esa
Sí,
página?
te los voy a mandar.
Porfis.
The causative can be used with most verb forms and is also formed with the infinitive and ing forms. For example, he should have his car repaired. It's worth having his car repaired. Aquí básicamente lo que nos están diciendo es que podemos utilizar diferentes estructuras, ¿no? Tenemos el should en la primera y tenemos el have en la segunda. Bueno, el having. It's worth having. Vale la pena, ¿no? It's worth having. Yes? Questions?
Sí, es que no había entendido la última. It's worth
It's
having.
worth having his car repaired. Vale la pena que repare su coche. Aquí, por ejemplo, si se fijan en la traducción que les acabo de dar, yo no estoy traduciendo have.
Okay.
Vale la pena que mande no, sí podría ser. Vale la pena que mande reparar su coche o vale la pena que haga reparar su coche. Esas más o menos podrían ser las traducciones. ¿Ok? All right. Aquí les estoy enseñando la forma causativa ¿cómo se llama? Ay, se me olvidó. En passive voice. ¿Ok? Les estoy enseñando esa forma en passive voice. ¿Ok? Vamos a hacer ejercicios con esta voz, con la voz pasiva. Y ya cuando regresemos al libro, vamos a ver la forma, pero con infinitivo. All right? Okay. So, now select the correct form of the causative from the following. So here you have to check which of the two sentences is the correct one in causative form. Okay? So which is correct? Where can I have fixed my watch? Or where can I have my watch fixed? The first or the second?
The second, I think.
Second.
The second. Where can I have my watch fixed? Very good. Which is correct? Number two, which is correct? I wish I could have my laundry done. I hate doing it myself. Or I wish I need to done my washing by someone. I hate doing it myself. The first or the second?
First.
Yes, Ale, Andres, you agree?
Yes, I think. First.
The first? Okay, Andres, you think it's the first or the second? Oh.
No sé, I hate doing myself. Could have, yeah, the first one.
Okay.
I wish I could have my laundry done.
Yes, very good. Number three, which is correct? Jane is at the hairdresser at the moment. She's having her hair done. Or Jane is at the hairdresser at the moment. She has her hair done. The first or the second?
Second.
Okay, Altair says the second. Andres, which one do you think is the correct one? The first or the second?
Second.
The second too? Yes, what about you, Ale?
The second.
No, the first one is the correct. Why? Why? Because you have at the moment. It's present progressive. At the moment.
Oh, Simón.
She's having her hair done.
Yes, she's having her hair done at the moment, in this moment. So it's number one. Number four, which is correct? This is the third time I had the air conditioner repaired in 4 days. 2, this is the third time I have the air conditioner repaired in 4 days. The first or the second?
The first one.
Okay, Alex says the first one. Andres, Altair.
No sé. The second.
Okay, Andres says the second. Altair.
Espérame, jaja. Second.
I don't think so. Because you are talking about, okay. When you say, this is the third time I've had the air conditioner repair in 4 days, what are you saying?
Pasado.
In present, no, it's present perfect.
Perdón, el presente.
Que
Básico.
¿no? Que ok. Esta es la tercera vez que yo he mandado a reparar el aire acondicionado en 4 días. Ajá. And in the second, you are not saying the same idea. So in my opinion, I think the first one is the correct answer, but we check, okay? Don't worry, maybe I'm incorrect. Which is correct? Number 5. John had made a new dress for the wedding, or John had a new dress made for the wedding. The first or the second?
The second.
Which one?
Second.
Okay, Alex says the second.
1 second.
Second. Andres?
Second one.
Okay. Yes, because in the first sentence, the sentence implies that she made the dress. No que lo mandó a hacer, sino que ella lo hizo in the first sentence. Okay? Number 6, which is correct? Sarah is going to take her TV to have it repaired. Or, number 2, Sarah is going to take her TV to have it repaired.
Ay, hijo.
First.
Altair says the first.
Second.
Second. What about you, Ale? You have to break the tie. Vas a tener que romper el empate.
Sarah is going to take her TV to. The second one.
I think it's the first one, but let's check. Check answers. Wrong. Yes. Okay. That was the last. That was the only one that was wrong. Yes. It has to be number 1. Why? Because you have an infinity form.
Porque no tiene sentido, pues en la de abajo dice Sara va a tomar su TV que había reparado. No.
Nope.
Y en la de arriba dice Sara que va a tomar su TV que ha reparado, ¿no?
Nope.
Entonces.
No, porque tienes el infinitivo, Altair.
Para que la reparen. ¿No?
Ajá, exactamente. Acuérdense que cuando tienen infinitivo, la forma del verbo tiene que ir en presente, nunca en ningún otro tiempo. Entonces, esto es infinitivo. Esto se los acabo de marcar aquí.
Cuando va el tú, ¿no? Después.
Exactamente. Cuando va un tú, cuando ya tienen una oración, por ejemplo, Sarah is going to take, ¿no? Aquí no puede ser infinitivo porque el going to es la expresión. Take es el verbo. Entonces, aquí tienen la expresión is going to. Take es su verbo. Este es su segundo verbo. Y acuérdense que les he explicado que cuando van a utilizar dos verbos, el segundo siempre va en infinitivo. Entonces, por eso tiene que ser to have. No puede ser to have porque estaría incorrecto por el tiempo. Yes? All right. Very good. I was okay. Okay. ¿Qué nos indica esto? What this exercise indicates? That when you are going to use the causative, always you have to check the verb at the end of the sentence. The verb has to be in past participle, always. Fixed, done,
Done.
done, no? Repaired, made, and in this case, repaired.
Repaired.
That is the idea of the causative in passive voice. Okay? That's the idea, that you have to use any form of have or get and the verb in past participle. For example, have, fixed. Could have, sorry, where is it? Yes, I was correct. Could have, done. Having, done. I've had, repaired. Have, made. Have, repaired. So there is always a combination. Any form of have, it can be present, it can be past, it can be progressive, any form of have, and the verb in past participle. That's always the combination, always. Okay? Very good. Let me send you the link. Oh. There you go. Now you have the link.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, no questions?
No
No?
questions so far.
Okay, so far no questions. Let's do the next exercise. How much time do we have? No, we have 1 minute. I'll send you the invitation for the next one and then we do this, okay?
Okay.
All right.